Please, you are all welcome. We are moving on to our next project. We are done with project 1, so we are going to continue with our project 2. And our project 2 talks about data manipulation. Okay. The project 2 talks about data manipulation, and when it talks of data manipulation, it talks much about queries. And as we have already explained it in project 1, queries is about asking the system questions based on the information you have feed the system with. So this time around, we are going to feed our system, our database, with a lot of information. Then after that, we are going to ask the system a lot of questions, which is the query. So this time around, as for this project, we are going to deal with a lot of queries, about 30 queries. So we are going to learn how to calculate for age, date difference, a lot. Okay, so to start with everything, we just have to first create our access database. Okay, and to create our database, as we did for the first project, which is project 1, we are going to do the same thing. So our access is already launched, so we just have to click on blank desktop database. So you click on blank desktop database. Okay, you click on it once, because if you double click on it, it will create it automatically for you. So we don't want the system to give us the default name, so we want to create and save our own access database with our file name. So after clicking on the blank desktop database once, then you come to the file name. This is the default name, which is database 2. But as for your laptop or your computer, it will depend. It could be database 345, depending on the machine you are sitting behind. So please take note. So you just have to click inside, then you delete whatever you see here. Okay, you delete whatever you see here, then you start typing in your new name or the file name, and it's what? Project 2. It's project 2. Okay, we are done with the project 1. So when you are done with the project 2, the file name, which is the project 2, we are done with the file name, which is the project 2. This one, we are done with it. Okay, we can also change the location. Right now the location is on document. We can also change it, and to change it, you just have to click on this button, which is called browse, the same as search. So if you want to search for the location where you want to place your file into, you can click on it, and you click on it once, and a pop-up for you to select store your file. Okay, and as for my work or my project 2, I want to store it at document. Already the system has selected document already as a default location, so I'll click on OK. Then I'll click on create. Okay, so this is our project 2, and always, as I've already told you, you have to check from the title bar whether the project name is there and the project 2 is already there. And to continue with everything, first check with the name, then read from the question. And from this project, the project 2, we have about 7 tables. We have 7 tables to create, and the first table is branch, staff, property for rent, client, private owner, viewing and registration tables. Okay, and under the branch table, we have branch number, suburb, city, and telephone. These are the field names we have under the branch. So without wasting my time, we are going to create our tables. Okay, as we did for the first project, the same procedure as we did for the project 1. So we are going to learn how we are going to create our table, as already we all know how to create tables in Access. Okay, so without wasting my time, after we creating the access database, the system came out with a default table called table 1. So we just have to edit it. There is no need for us to create a new one, so we just have to edit it to suit the first table, which is branch table. Okay, so we just click on the design view. Okay, after clicking on the design view, then you type in the table name. Okay, and the table name, you just have to delete whatever you see here. Then you type in the first table is what? Branch. Okay, branch. So this is our first table, so you click on OK. Okay, and the first field name under the branch table is what? The first field name under the branch table is branch number. Branch num. Okay, or let's make it like this: branch num, branch number. And when you check the values under the branch number, we have B005. It means we have both alphabet and what? Numbers. So we can't select auto number or number for the data type. We can only select what? Short text or long text. And as you see over here, the characters are only 4 characters. Okay, they are only 4. So we can select short text. So we select short text for the data type. Then we come to the field size. The field size is over here. Then we delete the 255. As I already explained, as for the short text, it has a limit field size up to 255 characters, 255 characters. So when you check from this table, or when you check from the table, the values or the characters under the branch number, the highest is up to 5. It's up to 4 characters. So we can change here to be 5 characters, or let's make it 4. Okay, so here to be 4. So if you type anything, if you type more than 4 characters, the system will not allow you. So we move on to the next field name, and the next field name is the suburb. Okay, suburb. Okay, and the suburb talks about the city or the location, the branch location. Okay, and it deals with what? Alphabet. The next one is city. Sorry. And the data type is short text. The next one is telephone. Okay, telephone. So the next is telephone. Okay, so this is going to be, we have 4 field names, and as for the telephone, we are going to do an input marks. Okay, so the same way we did for the project 1, you come and click under the field properties over here. You come and click input marks. You click on it, then you press your shift key. Okay, press and hold, then you press 9. Okay, it will open bracket for you. Then you bring your 3 zeros, 1 2 3. Okay, then you press the shift key again with 0, then you press the 0. Okay, it will close the bracket. Then you bring your hyphen, then 3 zeros again, 1 2 3, then hyphen again, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so we are done with everything. And as I already told you, anytime you are choosing a primary key, make sure a primary key does not repeat itself. So from this table, okay, from this table, as you can see, the branch number contains the primary key for this table. And as you already know, when you check from the values, the branch number, none of them repeat itself. So it means the branch number qualifies to be the primary key of the table. So we save changes, then we turn to the datasheet view of the table. So this is the datasheet view of the table. Then we close it. Then we move on to the next table. We are going to create the next table, which is the staff table. Okay, so you click on create. Okay, click on create, then table. Then you click on the design view to rename it, which is the table is staff. Okay, then you click on OK. Staff table, and the first field name is staff number. And the same way short text. Okay, then you also change the field size to 4. Then we come to the next one, first name, which is the same as F name, shortest. Last name is the same as L name, and also shortest. Then the next one is position. Okay, position. And when you check from the table, the position are the manager, we have manager, assistant, and supervisor. So as I explained the lookup in project 1, so here we are going to select lookup wizard. Okay, I told you can use the lookup wizard to do a pop-up menu. So this time around we are not going to select shortest. We don't want to type in manager assistant repeatedly. So this time around we want to select it one at a time. So we are going to use the lookup. Okay, so you click on this arrow, then you select your lookup. You select the second option because we are going to type in the values that we want. This time around we don't want to get the values from another table. We use the first option when a foreign key depends on the primary key, when we want the foreign key to get its values from the primary key. By this time around we are going to type in the values by ourselves, which is the manager, assistant, and supervisor. So you select the second option, you click on next. Okay, then you click on this column, then you type it. The first one is manager. Okay, manager. Then you press your tab key. The second one is assistant. Then your tab key again. The last one is supervisor. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we are done with these are the three positions we have. Okay, so you click on, when you are done, you click on finish. Okay, it will be added. Then you move on to the next one, sex or gender. Sorry, the next field name is sex or gender, and it's male or female. You can do the lookup, the same thing. You click on the lookup, you select the lookup wizard, you select the second option, male, your tab key, female. Okay, then you click on finish. The next one is date of birth, DOB. It's for date or time, so you select date or time. Okay, the next one is salary, and it involves what? Cash, so you select currency. Okay, and the last one is branch number. Okay, and it's shortest. And let me remind you, this branch number you see over here is a foreign key. Okay, so it's, and if someone will ask what is a foreign key, a foreign key is a primary key which has appeared on a different table. Okay, so this time around it's a foreign key, and a foreign key, a primary key, when it appears on a different table, it comes with 8 features. And if you remember, when you go to the branch table, the branch number, the data type was shortest, and this time around here too is shortest. But remember, we changed the data type, the field size. Okay, the field size over here, we change it to 4. Okay, we change it to 4. So the same thing we have to change here to 4 also. Then we save changes, and we close it. Okay, we close it. We move on to the next table, which is property for rent. No, we are going to create the next table, which is client table. Okay, we are going to create client table, which is the next table. Okay, so we click on table, then You click on your design view icon. The table name is client table. Okay, so you click on OK. The first field name is client number. Okay, and a short text. It's 4. Okay, so the next one is client first name. So the same as f name, L name, also short text. The next one is telephone number. Also the same thing, we can do an input marks as we did for the first one. So 1 2 3. Sorry. One, two, three. 1 2. No, sorry. 1 2 3. Hyphen 1 2 3 4. The next one is preference type. And when you talk of the preference type, is flattened house. So also we can do lookup. Okay, we don't want to waste much time when we are typing. Okay, so the first one is flat house. You will click on finish. The next one is maximum rent. And when you talk of rent involve money, so it's going to be what? Currency. The data type is going to be currency. And the last one is email. And the data type is hyperlink because it deals with what? A link. Okay, so we are done. So you save it, you click on your save button, then you close it. So we move on to the next table, and the next table is private owner. So the next table is private owner. So you click on create tab again, then table. In case you have a situation like this where you can't find your design view icon, you can come down here. This is the design view icon, or click on the home tab. Okay, so you click on the design view. The next table is what? Private owner. The next table is private owner. Sorry. And the first field name is owner number. Owner number. And the shortest. Same, we change the field size to 4. And the next one is F name, shortest. name, short text, address, and the address is short text. The next one is telephone. Short text also the same thing, do an input marks, shift 1 2 3, shift hyphen 1 2 3 hyphen 1 2 3 4. Okay, we move on to the next field name, which is email. The same way, hyperlink. So when you are done, you save changes and you close it, because I've already told you, whenever you are the design view, you have to save whatever you do here, because the system will not save it automatically for you. But when you are the data sheet view, whatever you do there, the system will save it automatically for you. So we close it. Okay, then the next table is property for rent. So the same way, you click on the create tab, table, then you click on home. The table name is property for rent. Okay, property for rent. And the first field name is property number. Okay, and also we change the field size to 4. And the next one is suburb. And the cities suburb, and it's also short text. And the cities, the next one is city, short text. The next one is telephone. Okay, the same way you do an input marks, open bracket 1 2 3, close bracket, hyphen 1 2 3, hyphen another 1 2 3 4. Okay, we move on to the next field name, type. Okay, and the type to, and the room. The next one is room, rooms, and it's number. Okay, and as I've already told you in project 1, anytime you select a field, a data type to be number, come to the field property and delete the default value, which is 0. Okay, so you click here, then you delete it, the default value, which is 0, you delete it from there. The next one is rent. Okay, it's rent, and the rent is currency. Please, as for the currency, whenever you select it, whether it comes with a dollar sign, cedi sign, pounds, or whatever, it's okay. So take notes. It's not compulsory for the system to come out with our cedi sign. And the next one is owner number. Okay, owner number, and the data type is short text. And the field size, let me remind you, change it to 4. Okay, and the next one is staff number. Also change the data type is short text. Also change the field size to 4. The next one is also branch number, and the data type is short text. You also change the field size to 4. Okay, so we are done. We save it, save changes, and close it. So we are done with the first 5 tables, and we are moving on to the next table. Okay, and the next table is viewing table. Okay, the next table is viewing table. So the same way, viewing table, and the first field name is client number. Is shortest, and the data type, the field size is 4. The next one is property number, is shortest, and the field size is 4. And the next one is view date. View date is your date or time. And the next one is comment, and the data type is shortest. Okay, please, when you check from these field names we have over here, these 4 field names, as you can see, for the client number, it's not the primary key of this table, because client number is already a primary key over here on the client table. Okay, so it means this client number you see over here on the viewing table is a foreign key. So it means, and when you check from the client number you see over here, it cannot be the primary key. So you just have to click on it. We are going to remove the primary key from the client number. So you click on the field name, then you click on the primary key. So we have removed the primary key from the client number. So we can decide to give it to other field name. But when you check from the other field name, like the next field name, which is the property number, okay, the property number, can it be the primary key of this table? Okay, the answer is no, because when you come to property for rent, okay, property for rent, we have the property number here. The property number is here, and on this table it is the primary key of this table. Okay, and it cannot be a primary key on viewing table. And please, let me remind you, a primary key does not repeat itself. But when you check from this viewing table, the values under the property number, you can see PG4, and we also have PA14, and it has repeated itself, so it cannot be the primary key of that table. So please take note. So the property number you see over here is the primary key of the property for rent table, and this property number you see over here is the foreign key. So it means the primary key of the property for rent table, which has appeared on the viewing table, so it cannot be the primary key of that table. And the next one is the viewing date. When you talk of the viewing date, the same property, let us assume we have this property B block as a property for the company. 2 people or maybe 10 people can view it on the same day. Maybe you can come in the morning, I can also come in the afternoon, someone can also come in the evening. So it means the viewing date, it can be the same date for 3 people. And the moment you record or you repeat values under any field name, it ceases to be the primary key, because a primary key of a table does not repeat itself. So please take note. And the next one is comment. The next field name is comment. And when you take comment, for instance, comment, maybe you are selling something. Maybe if you are selling maybe if you are selling a laptop, okay, maybe a laptop, maybe Core 2, and you are selling it for maybe 2,000 Ghana, and I come there and I say, oh, as for the laptop, it's really nice, but the price is too high. Someone can also say the price is too high. So as for the comment, it can't be the primary key of that table. Okay, and then let me remind you, anytime you are designing database or you are creating database, bear in mind, you are not designing it for yourself, you are creating it for maybe the entire world. So as for comments, a bit may repeat itself, so please take note. So what it means is that this table does not contain any primary key. Okay, so we just remove the primary key, just save changes like this. So as you can see, we don't have any primary key symbol and on any field names. Okay, so you save changes, and I've already told you to remove a primary key like this. You just have to click on the field name which is carrying the primary key, then you click on this primary key. Or you can also do it this way. You right click on the field name. Okay, right click on the field name, then you click on the primary key to vanish from there. So we are done. This table does not have any primary key, so we save changes. Okay, you save changes and you close it. So we are done with the viewing table. Then our last table for the day is registration table. So you click on the create tab again, then table, then you turn to the design view. The table name is registration. Okay, so click on OK, and our first field name on the registration table is client number. Okay, short test, the same thing, and you change the field size to 4. It's 4. Okay, and the next field name is branch number. Is branch number, and the data type is short test. You change the field size to 4, and the next one is staff number. Also, we change the field size to 4, and the next one is date join. It's date or time. So the same way, when you check from this table also, the first field name is the client number, which is carrying the primary key. The next one is branch number, then next one is staff number, the last one is date join. And when you check, the same principle comes in again. Client number cannot be the primary key of this table because it is a primary key of another table which has appeared on this table. Branch number, the same thing. Staff number, the same thing. Date join, 2 people can join a company within a day, so it cannot be the primary key of that table. So what it means is that the viewing table and the registration table does not contain any primary key. Okay, so you just have to click on the table which is the field name which is carrying the primary key. After clicking on it, then you click on the primary key symbol. Okay, then you save changes and you close it. So we are done with the creation of the tables. We are done. So we are moving on to the next one, which is creating a relationship. And as I've already told you, creating a relationship is linking the primary key to each foreign key, okay, of another table. So we are going to create our relationship, and to create our relationship, as we are all taught in project 1, you click on your database tools. After clicking on your database tools, you click on relationship. When you click on relationship, a show table will pop up for you. Then you select all. Okay, you can put your mouse cursor here, then you click and hold, then you drag it down. It will highlight everything you see over here. Then you click on add. Once it will add everything, you close it. You close the show table. Okay, obetimi ama spaces abedi dem kakra. Okay, then you expand all the tables which are having the scroll bar. Okay, you expand it a little bit so that you can see any field names. Okay, so these are our 7 tables: the viewing, the branch table, the viewing, the private owner, the client table, These are the 7 tables. So we are going to first create, we are going to learn how, we are going to create, we are not going to learn how to create our relationship because already we know how to create a relationship. So we are coming to create a relationship, and as I've already explained it to you, to create a relationship is linking the primary key of another, linking a primary key to its foreign key. Okay, and a primary key is a unique key that identifies a record in a table. And as you can see here, we have the first table to be branch, and as you can see, the branch number is carrying the primary key symbol. So you look at it, you trace it, you come here. When you come to the staff table, we have branch number down there. Okay, so you bring it here, you click and you drag, put your mouse cursor on it, click, drag it. Okay, let your mouse cursor turn like a ball, a black ball with some pen or line inside. Then you come and place it, put your mouse cursor like this, then you leave your hands. It will open a pop-up menu for you. Okay, then you check from here, it's one-to-many relationship. And as I've already told you in project 1, one-to-many relationship, it means what you are doing, you are right. The next one is check the field names, the table and the related table. Okay, it's branch number. And the next one you have to do is you have to enforce it. Okay, the moment you enforce referential integrity, the system will never accept anything which is not on the primary key table. The system will never allow you to type in anything under the foreign key which is not on the primary key table. Okay, the moment you enforce the referential integrity. Okay, and we have cascade update related fields or deleted related fields. It means the moment you check it, whenever you delete a record under the primary key, it will reflect on the foreign key table. Okay, maybe for instance, when you have a branch number 10 on the branch table, the moment you delete it, you will not see it on the staff table. So you check everything over here, then you click on create. You are not done because you have to look through all the other tables. You have only went through the first table, which is the staff. The next one, we check the client table. We don't have any branch number over here. We come to the property for rent. You also have branch number over here. So the same way, you click, you put your mouse cursor, you click and hold, then you drag it. Click and hold, then you drag it. Okay, then you leave it. The same way, you enforce everything, then you click on create. Then you come to the private owner table. We don't have any branch number here, but we also have branch number over here. Okay, so the same way you enforce it, everything. Okay, then you create it. So this is one-to-many relationship. It means the parent table has 3 children. The parent table, which is this one is the parent table. The branch table is the parent table. It has 3 children. One is at the staff table. Other one is at property for rent, and the last one is on registration table. So now, as you can see, we have only one field name, one primary key. Okay, but it can have many foreign keys. The same primary key is over here. It has appeared on the staff table, property for rent, and registration table. So this relationship is one-to-many relationship, and this is the one-to-many. And this symbol represents many. Okay, sleeping age. And we move on to the next table, which is the staff table. Okay, the staff table, we come to the branch number. We don't have, and the staff table, the staff number is the primary key of the staff table. Okay, so the same thing when you come to the branch table, we don't have staff number. Client, we don't have staff number. But when you come to property for rent, we have staff number over here. So you click, you put your mouse cursor, click and hold, then you drag it. Okay, you enforce everything. Okay, then you click on create. Then you move on to the private owner. We don't have any. We have staff number also over here. Please let me remind you, don't link a foreign key to a foreign key like this. Okay, check the relationship type. Okay, intermediate. Yeah, so always please check whenever you are creating the relationship, it must be a primary key to a foreign key. So here we have a staff number over here, and we also have a staff number over here. But in this situation, the staff number over here is a foreign key. The same thing here is also a foreign key. So we have to link the foreign key to the primary key, and the primary key is on the staff table. Okay, so you check your relationship type, you enforce everything, then you create it. Okay, so you come to the viewing table, you don't have, so it means the staff number have two children. Okay, because we have one line here and another one. You move on to the next table, which is the client table. When you come the client table, the client number is the primary key of that table. And we come to the branch number, we don't have any client number over here. The same thing, we don't have client number. The same thing, we don't have client number. We don't have client number, but we have client number on the registration. So we enforce everything like, okay, the same, we have client number also over here. Sorry, you cancel it anytime you have a mistake like that, you can cancel it. Okay, yes, then you enforce everything, then you create it. And our next table is private owner, and the owner number is the primary key. When you come to the branch number, we don't have owner number. We don't have owner number over here. Owner number, we don't have it. We have owner number on the property for rent. Okay, so the same way we create our relationship, we enforce everything. Okay, so we create it. This is how it is done. So we move on to the next table, which is property for rent. And when you talk of property for rent, the property number is the primary key. When you come here, you don't have property number, no property number, no property number, no property number, but we have property number over here. Okay, so we enforce everything, then we create it. So this is our relationship, we are done with it. Okay, so after creating our relationship, we save changes. Please save changes. Okay, then you close it. If you want to check whether your relationship have been saved, then you click on the database, choose again, then you click on relationship. Okay, so this is our work. It is here, it has been saved. So we are done, we close it. We are moving on to the next one. Okay, and we are going to learn how to put in our records. And let me remind you of this: anytime you are putting in a records under access database, you have to check from the various tables. The tables which are carrying more foreign keys, like for instance the viewing table and the registration table, they have about 3 foreign keys. Okay, in cases like this, you have to enter that table last. So always you have to check from the tables which are not carrying a foreign key. And as already explained a foreign key to you, a foreign key is a primary key of another table which has appeared on a different table. So please take note of that. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so this is how it works. So please, this is how it works. So on our next video, we are going to enter records. Okay, we are going to enter records, then we start our query. Okay, we start with our query. So thank you so much for watching this video. You are all welcome. Thank you so much. Bye.